Hey, it's June 11th, 2014, and today was my 15th shot, and I'm in Philadelphia. I just landed here this morning. I'm here for the Transgender Health Conference, which is really exciting. And I've never been to Philadelphia, so I'm pretty excited to get out of this really awesome place that I'm staying in. I'm staying at one of those like an Airbnb studio, so I have this whole studio to hang out and write science talk in for a conference the week after. But um, yeah, things are really really great. I was gonna try to hold off till I hit my 5 months, which is gonna be in like a little over a week, but I realized that the last video I posted was in the Philippines, and then I went home for a week, and now I'm in Philadelphia. So I figured I'd make another video. A lot's happened, and a lot of things that I hadn't really recognized or noticed at first. Because let's see. So right before I went to the Philippines, I got the thumbs up from my doctor to increase my dose of testosterone, and so instead of taking um, 0.25 milligrams every other week, I was taking it every week, and that made the hugest difference in my overall happiness. I wasn't, crashing and then, zooming up again. Like I was really starting to level out, and I just feel really good, like super good. Um, but yeah, I was in the Philippines when this started, so I wasn't really able to, discern what was, from the testosterone or what was from like, being in a new place, being jet lagged, being in 100+ degree weather, and waking up really early and scuba diving, and just like kind of having all this other stuff going on. It was really distracting from my body and what my experience was. So coming back to San Francisco, I finally had the chance to really like, kind of like assess how I feel, and I saw people who I hadn't seen for a month, and different people in my life were like, "You look a little different," and it's hard for me to see because I see myself every day. But that was pretty neat to hear, and I'm starting to feel different, which is also really exciting. The first thing I kind of noticed was at yoga. I was like, I'm getting really sweaty, which is kind of new for me. I'm pretty mild, and yoga is like a sweaty activity, but like my arms were sweating. Like there was like sweat like beading on my arms. I guess that's kind of gross, but yeah, there, and like my legs, and I was kind of like, whoa, I'm like, doing a push up, and I'm like, look at that. So that's new and kind of interesting, really intense. Let's see, other things that are happening. I'm still, I'm getting bigger. I'm still gaining weight, getting hopefully muscle weight. And I can officially say, this is really exciting, that I stopped getting my period. So that's fantastic. I've been waiting to see when that was going to creep up, but it's really relieving, and it is really awesome. So that's something I was very happy to check off the list. Let's see. Besides that, my confidence is really also changing with the more that I kind of like settle into how I feel and how my body feels, and how the disconnect between my mind and the rest of me becomes less. It's not that I'm getting more confident. It's that the kind of like the bottom end of my confidence, like where the risk taking gets dealt with, like that's moving up. Like things are not feeling as risky anymore. Things that used to like stress me out or would make me worried, like that whole spectrum is kind of shifting over. And I'm sure that it's a combination of me feeling more comfortable in who I am, a combination of the hormones, and just kind of everything starting to really like level out. But I'm finding that I'm able, my gut reactions to that kind of thing are really changing, and that's kind of, it's a really nice surprise. And so I'm feeling really good, and I'm feeling really really happy. And oh man, so yesterday I finally sat down and wrote this kind of like coming out email to all of the interns in the Careers in Science program that I work with at the academy. And that's something that that had been on my mind to do for like pretty much since I started testosterone. And for whatever reason, I like couldn't do it. Like I'd had that conversation with what's going on with me with the interns that I worked with directly, and so they were like on board and they knew what was going on. But there's a lot, like the program's huge. There's a lot of youth who like know who I am, who see me around, who've seen me give lectures or whatnot, who I haven't had those conversations with. And so it was kind of the the eve of me coming to the transgender health conference, and also yesterday was the day when all of the new hire interns started. So I was like, this is the perfect time to start this conversation. And I think that it's scary. Like when I hit send, I was like, oh wow, like but it's worth it because this is exactly why I do what I do at the academy, why I like working with youth. And I think that, if seeing me in this, going through my transition, especially at this point in it when like things are changing, and having them be a part of that, if I can be like, one of the first people that they've ever met that identifies as transgender, like that could be really a good experience for them, and helpful, and helping them, come to terms with their own identities or be confident or help their friends who, might be going through something similar. So that conversation has now begun. And I'm really looking forward to being back and getting to talk to them a little bit more about it. But yeah, like everything's falling into place. So I'm feeling really lucky and really happy. All right. See you later.